Okay, fine. I won't click on the link that will corrupt my phone or whatever.
No, you should do it.
Ooh, see, Jordan did vote for it.
It would be more interesting if you did it.
He's right. It would be more interesting if I did it.
Oh, Tim was so disgusted with what I said he left. I respect that.
Yeah, that's valid. Tim takes cybersecurity seriously.
Well,
that makes one of us
1-0. You're.
Oh shit, you're right.
We're at 1-1, and now we're at 1-0. So
That's
nothing's stopping you now.
It's true. That's true. Also, I have a hub, by the way.
Yeah, I'm entering right now. I'm just saying.
What if I type it in? What if I do the arduous task of typing it in into the browser on my computer?
Oh yeah, no, this is the best decision.
That feels foolproof, right?
Instead of corrupting your phone, you'll corrupt your computer, which is a much more interesting thing to corrupt.
But what if I do it in an incognito window?
I don't really know how that would work.
With a VPN on.
That would probably help.
Hackers can't get me if I'm incognito, right?
I don't know.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna Google something incognito. Hackers can't get me, right?
What does Google say about incognito mode?
Ugh, these are mostly just boring articles about actual steps to take to prevent hacking.
Yeah, and I feel like typing in a random Google thing you got from
okay, what if I Google
recognize...
unknown number sends Google Docs link and see if this is a known scam?
I honestly don't know what the scam would be, you know? Like,
Fuck.
But it's a scam.
The Atlantic immediately. Don't click on that random Google Doc link. This feels targeted. The Atlantic, reputable news organization.
Yeah, but like, what are they saying? Or is it stuck behind a paywall?
No, it is not. Thank
okay,
God.
Good. Random Google links are not stuck behind paywalls, but articles telling you not to click on random Google links are. Democracy dies in darkness. Give us $5.
There are clues to look out for. Both of the suspicious emails I received were sent to an old email address, with me blind copied. Well, that's not what I got. I know how to recognize a fake email scam. The Atlantic article from 4 years ago.
Oh, yeah. Scams move on much quicker than that. Much quicker than that.
Yeah. Also, like, this seems to be an article specifically about a persistent invite to journalists at largely. So,
a journalism talking about journalists?
I know it's never been done before. Barry Weiss, who?
Oh no! Don't mention that name. I'm assuming you also saw all the tweets.
Yep.
Well, I mostly saw it through like snarky tweets, which was the correct way to see this news.
I mostly just saw Ashley Feinberg this morning, and then I was like, okay, I'm aware.
The dumbest thing to ever exist. Can you give degrees? We're not technically accredited at university. Good.
But that won't stop us from saying we are.
Yes.
With like an asterisk and then 1 point font, not accredited.
We're a university, asterisk, not actually a university. Honestly, they're not even a college. That would at least be respectable.
The smartest part of the scam, this is a much more recent article from late 2020? From late 2020 on Wired. The smartest part of the scam is that the emails and notifications it generates come directly from Google. On mobile, the scam uses the collaboration feature in Google Drive to generate a push notification inviting people to collaborate on a document. If tapped, the notification takes you directly to a document which contains a very large, tempting link. It is tempting. You're absolutely right, Wired. Now, this is journalism.
Well, all right, but but the entire point of clicking on the link was that it probably wouldn't be that bad going to a Google Doc. But if you just a Google Doc to a link, it's much worse. But it's just a regular scam.
Yeah, that's true. Like, I'm tempted by the link to the Google Doc. I wouldn't be tempted by any link within the Google Doc.
No.
So it links you to links?
Yes.
That's what Wired is claiming, because I have yet to click on the link.
Better than linking you to Pumas, I guess.
It's a weird...
Like the shoe?
Wild cat joke, I guess?
You said links.
I mean, yeah, you're right.
He's got us there.
Anyway, if you were wondering, Tim, if we talked only about clicking the link for the last, 2 minutes, you were dead. No. For a second there, we talked about Barry Weiss.
We did talk about Barry Weiss, and I'm looking forward to you
the
saying...
line in Google Barry Weiss. What?
Oh my god.
No, that's not what I expected you to say, which is wonderful.
No, that's much better. I never made that connection. No, we were talking about, the fake journalist, Barry Weiss.
Who's Barry Weiss?
Yeah, that's what I expected.
You really don't need to know, but long and short of it is that she's like, I've been canceled. I'm on CNN talking about how I've been canceled.
Former New York Times op-ed writer who just screamed so loud about how everyone was trying to silence her, and everyone's like, we just mostly think that your opinions are funny and bad. And then she's like, you're forcing me to become a Nazi now. And we're like, no, Barry, no one is forcing you to, associate with Nazis. And then she's like, look what you've made me do. And anyway, she opened up a non-accredited university with other similar-minded, quote-unquote, journalists today.
You don't really need to look into it, but let's just say that it is the most dunkable announcement you've ever seen.
I was gonna say, is it just PragerU or some shit?
No, it's different in that
it's disguised with a more professional-sounding name.
Yeah, and it pretends to be closer to an actual university as opposed to PragerU, which is just the YouTube channel.
But also, they the first thing they say is, "Now we can't give out accredited degrees, but."
And I mostly saw it through random dunkings on the announcements of people who were invited to join. One of them, it's an anti-cancel culture thing. So one of the things that says we are 100% committed to free inquiry, and one of the guys they got to join was a Christian extremist who was like, one of the reasons I'm joining is that they promised me that they weren't committed to free inquiry.
They weren't committed?
Well, because he's he refuses to engage in a non-Christian paradigm or whatever.
Oh, okay.
I also refuse to engage in a non-Christian paradigm or whatever.
And so he's just I can't actually agree with free speech. And they're like, that's why we're asking you to come, because you're opposed to free speech. It's just Anyway, we can move on from this. It's stupid, and it is evidence of me being too online, and I hate that.
Yeah, usually, I mean, we're all too online.
Well, I mean, we are, yes.
Different ways, I think.
We are indeed all too online. It is the one thing I envy about Duncan. He's blissfully not too online.
Yeah, but it kind of makes him boring, doesn't it?
No. I'm not allowing you to move the goalpost here, Chris.
Yeah, but that Duncan guy's
so
kind of lame, right?
No.
Yeah, he's so offline that he is never online to play with us, that's pretty lame.
Owned.
That is lame.
Fucking owned.
I think Owen had reached out to me earlier today, so let me check if he's available.
I mean, you could argue that maybe Duncan is a little bit too not online, but
yes, I would say so.
That is definitely preferable.
I would also kind of agree with that.
What's the
Duncan could be 10% more online, and it would maybe make him slightly easier to engage with. But then on the flip side, all of us need to be 80% less online.
Mm-hmm.
The happy medium is much closer to Duncan than it is to us, in my opinion.
What's the name of the people?
Luddites.
Yeah, that's Duncan. Duncan's a Luddite.
No, but Duncan isn't like intentionally not online. He just naturally isn't. I'm a Luddite.
I don't think you are allowed to call yourself. I think you're like ironically a Luddite.
I am ironically sincerely a Luddite.
I don't think you could be ironically sincerely something.
Like, it's one of those things where, like, I joke about how, like, we should revert back to, like, the 2000s internet.
That's not a
and
Luddite.
No, I mean, like, obviously, like, I'm not an actual Luddite. But it's one of those things where, like, I don't know. Anyway, move
Okay.
on. Yeah, like, I don't know. I'm trying to, like, I don't actually want that, but I, like, kind of actually do. Where, like, I know, like, being the jackass who's just like, oh, the internet's terrible is, like, makes you a jackass, but I honestly kind of believe that, and also that makes me a jackass.
I think, like all things human beings have created, the internet is but a tool.
A tool?
Yeah,
From freshman year?
from freshman
No, I
year.
don't remind me of a tool.
What are we doing here?
I posted
see.
a quest. Because 1, I do not have a check mark next to it. 2, I need 10 billion Rathmadula still. 3, I need some Raknikadaki stuff.
Racknickadaki. Rack me, mama, like a cadaki.
Now that I don't know. Now this I'm unfamiliar with.
I mean, you
that-
probably are if it wasn't a disaster.
Was that by... God damn it, I can't remember the band. Hoagie Event Horizon, the singer of that band.
What was the awful chimera of Hootie and the Blowfish and something else?
Yeah, that one.
lately?
Oh.
Cutie and the Blowfish. Death Cab for Cutie and the
Death
Blowfish.
Cab for
That's
Cutie
right.
and the Blowfish, yeah.
Cutie and the Blowfish, Hoagie Event Horizon. I wasn't that far off, shockingly.
Hoagie Event Horizon.
Why Event Horizon?
I couldn't think of anything else to say.
Oh my god.
Is he the guy who... Is that song by him?
I can't remember.
Yeah, it's by
I think it's
Adam
like-
Warlock.
What? I think it's by it might be by like Bob Dylan or something, but it was
Is
covered
that old?
by
I thought that song was recent.
well, but like all the famous versions are the one by Darius Rucker and the one by whatever that random ass band is.
All right, so it is by Darius Rucker, who is in Hootie and the Blowfish.
It is not by like he
Well, yeah, but it
performed
was-
it once.
But it's sung by him, and that's the more famous version.
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah, all right. So I wasn't going completely insane, just mostly insane. Just my
I-
normal level of insane.
Yeah, the level that you prefer to live at.
Yeah.
Why did I start this run, this hunt like I was doing a money run?
That's a good question. Is it
Which
because
one are we
you're
killing?
poor?
I'm not poor, actually.
Oh, right. You said you did like 10 of them the other day.
Yeah.
10. So many.
It was like 5, maybe.
So few.
I mean, neither of those, really.
Those are the only options, Tim.
It's either too many or too few.
I feel like I have to
We
check
live in
the
a
Caldera every
post-moderate
time we
society.
come-
Ignore everything that has ever been done. We live in a post-moderate society because I said so.
Sure.
I don't know what that means.
And it's time for the Democrats to become centrists once again. Because we all agree that look at all of the agendas they've passed. They're all communist.
What's happening?
I don't know. Chris just
Where did
decided
this
to
come
lose
from?
his
Oh,
mind.
did you guys not see the, like, local election stuff that happened last Thursday?
I mean, I did.
I
and
mean,
it was
I'm aware that
depressing, but
Did you not
That
see
the-
the 10 billion think pieces that came out immediately afterwards talking about how this is because Democrats are all socialists?
oh, I mean, of course it's because they're always.
no,
going
that's
to
just
be
kind
on
of
the
like
left, for
background
sure.
radiation at this point.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're
I saw
not wrong.
I saw a bunch of tweets calling Big Bird a socialist because he said that vaccines were good.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I just kind of tune him out at this point.
Yeah.
Which is for the best, but no one does that.
It's just like, can we stop? Can we just stop?
You'd think so. You'd think we could stop.
You'd think we could stop. It's time.
I
The
mean,
defund the police experiment definitely happened, and it has failed, and it definitely happened. Something we
Yes.
can all agree.
Well, more importantly than that, we definitely have to get rid of the critical race theory being taught in every school in America.
Yeah. A real thing that we can define.
A real thing that is actually being taught to children anywhere,
Yes.
and it's worth being mad about.
If you think I can't define it, well, Buster, just
Scruggs.
just listen. Buster Scruggs and critical race theory,
And the Ballad of.
more connected than you think? This uninformed news anchor says yes.
I am much more willing to believe that the race was horribly lost by an ex-Clinton dipshit than it was won by asshole Republican.
I mean, it's painful to admit, but there's stupid critical race like bullshit. I actually
It definitely
did think
worked.
one. I think I hate to admit it, but I think it was actually won by Republicans as opposed to lost by Democrats in this case.
Yeah, well,
I'm sure the Democrats didn't do anything to help their cause
Oh.
whatsoever.
but-
course not.
right. The
Like
thing
for
is
like
that
for example,
their defense, the entire campaign, instead of anything concrete, was like, "But that guy, but Trump, remember
Yeah.
Trump?" And
That
it's
was-
like
that was a
is
bad
not
strategy.
the current president, and also you're not going to you can't use that anymore.
yeah,
you
but what
already
if
can't use that anymore.
what if we don't tear down these easily able to be torn down and bullshit nothing attacks? But what if instead of doing that, we simply talked about Donald Trump some more? I don't know, that worked for that Joseph guy. He's like the president or something now.
Yeah.
And with that, he has done several things. For example, not close down the children camps that we have illegally at borders. Oh, wait.
Farted in front of the Queen of England.
Yeah, he did do that.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Also, don't
Yeah.
look at all of the promises or anything.
He farted in front of the Duchess of Cambridge or something for it was all she could be talk about for 3 days, I guess.
Yeah, that's.
Which is honestly makes me like him more.
It was all who talked about?
I mean, it's not like he
Well,
did
some
it on
random
purpose.
Duchess.
He's just fucking old and cannot control any of his bodily functions.
Yeah.
it was all. Wait, I'm sorry. It was all who talked about when? What did you say?
Whatever Duchess he farted
Yeah,
in front of.
Some random
Oh.
Duchess.
Let's see.
It was made. The royals made a big deal out of it because they're
They're
jackasses.
piss babies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they are more. They are the thing they are most concerned about is
Etiquette.
Yeah, etiquette. And much more than pedophilia.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
Whatever.
Or racism.
Or
Also, hey
what's
Owen,
the-
good to
Hello.
have you.
Are we talking about Poopy Pants Biden?
Poopy Pants
Yes.
Joe. Don't
Oh,
give the Republicans
okay.
any more to attack him with.
I do remember the poopy pants thing. I see. Anytime I see
Stop
so
doing
and so
this.
is now calling Biden so and so, I'm like, I am not even going to put any mental effort into looking into that whatsoever.
Yeah.
How
Smart.
very sane.
So that is why I did not know what that was.
I mean, it's really not that important. It's stupid and pointless and doesn't
yeah,
matter.
I mean, whatever.
Like everything
just
about
kind
Joe
of
Biden.
funny.
Like,
He's
for
got the
some
keys to the
reason,
nuclear arsenal.
I saw that they were
So
calling
do
him
I.
like Brandon
You know.
or something recently, and I don't know what that's
Oh,
about,
I-
and also
I
don't care.
absolutely refuse to figure out what that is
Same,
about.
yeah.
Okay.
I have,
Good.
all I've seen is, screenshots of conservatives being like, we said let's go Brandon, and that owned them so hard, and I'm like, I don't know what this means, and I don't care.
Yeah, that's all I've heard as well. Is that conservatives think it's a really funny joke that is really owning Joe Biden.
Some kind of
And-
meme of some kind.
Yeah,
Which,
and I'm just kind
anytime
of
a meme is a conservative meme, it is the least funny thing that anyone has ever imagined.
conservatives are just deeply unfunny in general.
Listen, I'll
Pretty
give them
much.
this. It might actually be a different joke than all of their shitty transphobia. they might have found a second joke.
Yeah.
No one knows what it means, of course, so it isn't an actual joke, but...
So did
The hunt that you are all currently on is probably outside my level, right?
I mean, yeah, like sort of.
Okay.
But
I'll just go here then.
No, I doubt you would ruin it though. I got insurance and everything.
Oh, nice.
Okay. I mean,
I
up
doubt
to you guys. I don't want to go there and just lessen the rewards because I keep getting annihilated.
I doubt you
I
would
mean-
ruin it.
Rathalos is definitely a tough one, but
It is an
I think we're
advanced
gonna-
quest, I think.
oh, it's advanced.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I'll
I
just
don't know.
chill until you guys are done.
Do you have any opinions on politics, Owen?
Or is it? Is Master at Sushi's challenge,
I
is
mean,
that advanced?
Yeah. Who doesn't at this point?
I think my opinion on politics is I haven't talked to you guys in weeks, and I'd rather not.
Yeah,
Hmm.
we talked last week.
We did talk last week, but also, that's fair.
No, I don't really
haven't
want to talk about
talked
it
to you
either.
in a week.
How do you feel about Leinenkugel seasonals, Owen?
I
Don't
like
you
their
fucking
seasonals
dare.
more than the regular summer shandy.
I was disappointed. We went to a pub in Carmel yesterday, and they said they just yesterday had Leinenkugel Oktoberfest on tap, but they switched it out with the seasonal or whatever. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I will say, well, okay, I guess seasonal-wise, Oktoberfest is clearly the best, and I hate Christmas beers.
Yeah, I've never had a Christmas beer, but they just always everything that happens after Oktoberfest in terms of like Leinenkugel is disappointing to me.
Disappointing, yeah.
I don't think I've tried Leinenkugel's Oktoberfest, and I don't think
It's
I've tried
very
the Christmas beer either.
It's pretty good. I like Sam Adams Oktoberfest better, but
I think I
also
like
Sam
Leinenkugel
Adams as a
better,
beer better.
I mean,
but I know
Sam Adams is like a pretty mid-tier Oktoberfest.
I've got a whole case of it that I
Yeah,
got
so-
like on October
fine.
28th, and then they got rid of all of them immediately because
Yeah,
for some reason.
yeah,
It's not-
I like them.
Off,
long-
your opinion on Christmas beers is wrong.
I mean, it's okay to be wrong sometimes, Jordan.
Jordan just
I don't need
wants to...
gingerbread flavored beer.
I was gonna say Jordan wants to fuck peppermint, which is a very different...
Oh, I would absolutely drink a peppermint beer and hate every sip of it. That would be a terrible flavor combination.
Absolutely.
It's just like it always tastes like they tried to make mulled wine, but then they just did it with beer instead and failed at it.
I like the spices. My issue with Christmas beers, a lot of them are like, let's overhop this, and it's like, no,
Yeah,
make it
I
rich
have
and
heard
spicy.
that. Yeah.
Also, I feel the need to mention. Did you realize that there's a gingerbread Mountain Dew that you can drink?
Oh Christ!
Hate that.
I
hard
literally
pass on
like.
that one.
I literally
Yeah, don't drink it. It's terrible.
go out of my way not to drink any of the other flavors of Mountain Dew, basically, other than
literally.
Code Red and regular,
Exactly, and Baja Blast.
and of course Baja Blast. Yes,
That's the holy trinity of
Yes.
Mountain Dew.
of Dews.
Did you know that Mountain
high
Dew
voltage
is
is
making
okay.
hockey jerseys based on their drink flavors?
Oh, that sucks.
And I regret to inform that the Baja Blast and Code Red ones fucking whip.
Oh no.
I'm not like bonkers or stupid enough or wasteful enough to spend $120 on a Mountain Dew themed hockey jersey, but they do look
Yeah,
good.
No,
That is way
Chris,
too
you
much.
do have to get the Baja Blast jersey, and Jordan, you have to get the System of a Down Oilers jersey, and then you'll really complete it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess I can't argue with that.
And then
Whoa,
you can-
Chris!
And then you can summon
Go into the
Holy
sky,
Grail.
bitch.
I just like you waggling your oncoming blast around.
I thought it would finish it off because it's blue. I was incorrect in my
No, that's
assumption.
okay. You still hit it, which is all that really matters.
Thank you. That's my defining philosophy in Monster Hunter.
Has it been ridden yet? Come to think of it?
No.
I was on
never
it.
mind, bye.
No, I was on it briefly to press the Y button to fuck it up with a Rathalos.
Oh, okay.
All right.
That was
Really?
like before
I was not
you
there
guys
for
just
that.
weren't there, and I was fucking destroying it.
I kind of went around and collected some stuff.
Cowardice.
I am currently.
Who the fuck
in
is
the
hitting me?
It's a dog.
No, it's a Roggy
Right?
hidden
No, it's a
in the
Roggy.
dog.
The dog is hitting the Roggy.
All right, let's see these hockey jerseys.
Birchmount Stadium.
Home of the Roggy. Yeah, I'll credit you to
Oh
that
my
one
god!
again.
Still. I have one more carve, you motherfucker.
That Rocky is incredibly dead.
What was I going to say? I can't remember.
Birchmount Stadium, home of the Roggy.
I remember. I am currently about 220 Mareeps in
Oh, nice.
at the moment.
All in heal ball or love balls.
I'd say if the odds are in my favor, that should mean I'm closing in on like halfway done. But
Yeah.
if they're not, who knows?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Shiny
literally
breeding.
anything.
Shiny breeding.
It's
'Cause what are
2014
your
again,
odds
Jordan.
right
Get
now,
ready.
Tim? Are you like at the 1 in 4,000 ish mark?
Huh?
Well, because with all the modifiers and stuff you have, is your odds like 1 in 4,000 ish?
No, it's like 1 in 512, I think, with
Oh,
all the modifiers.
Oh, okay. So you're like way whittled down.
Yeah, that's why shiny breeding is like feasible.
Yeah. Okay, that makes more sense.
Stupid as bugs set me on fire.
Could be illegal.
But yeah, like I definitely I was ahead of the curve by quite a lot on Why Not and Centrit, I think. So I feel like I have a rough one incoming, perhaps,
Yeah.
statistically.
Hmm.
I think Centrit was in 300 something, and I think the Why Not I was releasing as I went for that, but I would assume it was like less than 300.
Yeah. Gotta finish your pinkest boys alive. Sad.
Biggest boys alive. I should pull back up that Heart Gold and like review what that team was, because it was funky.
It was all normal, you said?
It was all normal. I had what's the middle form of Togepi?
Togetic. Did you have a Eviolite Togetic?
What's the final one then? I thought the final one was Togetic.
Togekiss.
Togekiss, right? No, I had a Togetic, and I had a Grand Bull.
I like Grand Bull. That's before it was Fairy type.
Yeah. And I think I had a Furret. And I'm sure I had other things.
Is Togekiss or Togetic part fairy now too?
I don't think so. I think
just
Togekiss is just
Togekiss.
normal flying. Or is it fairy flying?
I think Togekiss is.
So Togetic and Togekiss are both fairy flying.
Did you look it up?
Yeah, and Togepi
Okay.
is just it's
Normal.
just flat out fairy.
Oh.
Huh. I don't
So they must have
think I
just
knew that.
completely overhauled that.
I hate this.
I always wanted to do an Eviolite Togetic, but I don't think it's like competitive at all.
But it's
I just
fun
thought it would be
competitive.
cool.
Yeah, and plus
Yeah.
Togetic's design is a lot better than Togekiss.
What a Gen
Yeah.
4 design being. I mean,
agree.
listen, I'll give them Weavile.
Being terrible. Yeah, Weavile's okay. I was like, when looking at pink shinies to get, Weavile is one I considered. But like Sneasel's pink is like a nice soft pink, and Weavile's pink is like the hottest pink alive, and it just has like a giant yellow frill. I'm like, this is just kind of ugly.
Just like Weavile's namesake, Weevil from Yu-Gi-Oh!
That's who it was. Yeah.
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 That's
why it's a
honestly,
bug
as a
type.
kid, probably what I thought of. It's not.
Shut the fuck up, Tim.
In fact, I would say it's the 2 types farthest away from bug.
Yeah.
It's not fire. It could be fire.
That's true. You're right. But dark is weak to bug, right? I think.
Dark is weak
Or
to
is-
bug. Yes.
Okay. That
I'd
Trinity,
give-
I always mess the bug Trinity up.
I think
It's
it's something to bug.
that Trinity is everything is weak to bug.
Is it?
Yeah.
Which is psychic, dark, and
Ghost.
shit.
Fairy?
Is it? And Ghost is weak to bug too.
I think.
No.
Ghost is not weak
What's
to
the
bug.
what's the third one? Or oh no, I'm psychic is weak to all ghost, bug, and dark.
And
Oh, yeah.
And then bug
the psychic,
is super
3-pack.
effective against 2 of the 3.
Which I always forget that bug is not weak to ice, so I'll like send out a Pokemon that can use ice moves on a bug type, and I'm like, why didn't it do super effective? And I'm like, oh yeah.
Like,
Bug is weak to rock, right?
yeah, you
Yeah.
fucking squish them.
And
But it's
fire?
only. It's weak to fire, yeah, but it's only. It's half weak to ground, right? Like a ground move on a bug Pokemon only does half damage.
I think so. Here, I've got like 7 million Bulbapedia pages up, so I can pop this in one of them.
Fucking pop it.
Bug type. Okay.
Bug is definitely one of the ones that I'm always like, oh, one of
Mhm.
these. What do I got for this guy?
Yeah, so fighting, grass, and ground are all half effective against bug.
Very random, but okay.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
One, you can't fucking every time you try and clap a bug in your hands, you fucking miss like a fool. 2,
This
is true.
bugs live in the goddamn ground, idiot. And
But not really.
aphids.
Yeah, that's
How
true.
come there isn't an aphid
I hate that
Pokemon?
I hate that you justified that, Chris.
I listen. I was
I mean, they all
fucking
have
born in
roots and
Pokemon logic.
something.
If a video game doesn't use Pokemon logic, I throw it in the goddamn garbage.
Fair.
Yeah, it's just normal effective against, or ice is normal effective against it.
I just got Golf swung by something.
Wow, it's kind of got
Oh, I
a
wonder who it was.
high resistance though.
What does?
Bug type. From Generation 6 onwards, fairy, fighting, fire, flying, ghost, poison, and steel are all half effective against it.
What?
Steel against bug?
Oh wait, no, I've
That's
got that.
fairy.
Around. It's half effective against those.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, bug is definitely not good against any of those types.
Yeah, no, it's half effective against all of them.
It's half
Sort of.
against fairy?
Yeah,
Weird.
No, it's not phase control bugs. Are you kidding me?
I see our logic is broken down.
Nah, Faye.
yeah, fire, flying, and rock are its weaknesses.
Jordan keeps smashing me into things.
Yeah,
Sorry.
and birds eat bugs, I guess.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah.
But bugs are birds. What's happening here?
Okay, Jordan, you will not win this one.
What do you call a butterfly?
A bug.
Yeah, but it's a bird also.
There was
It simply is not.
Birds eat butterflies.
Well, birds also eat birds, so
He's
therefore
got you there.
birds are butterflies.
That's fair, I guess. But then wasps also eat bees, so
Oh,
There's
I
like-
found another species of bird.
there's like one Pokemon that's I can't remember what type it is, but there's like only one type that has a single Pokemon that's monotype with it, and I can't remember
Flying.
what it is.
It might
Huh?
just be flying.
Oh yeah, flying.
Because
which
it's
is-
Landorus.
it's Tornadus or whatever.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah. It's
it's
whichever
single
one of those.
flying.
They're extremely weird, insistent on all flying Pokemon also being normal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even when they're just fucking birds.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Birds are fucking normal as hell. Are you kidding me?
I mean, they are, but like, what does flying type exist for then?
Yeah.
They're one of those weird. They probably like had a reason for it in the first game, and then they just like stuck with it because tradition.
Probably
Well,
to
they-
like even out fighting's effectiveness or something.
I don't know. I imagine it's some dumb balance thing that they didn't think of right away and then ruined it forever.
Yeah, I refuse to believe that balance was a consideration in the first game, considering the other, like how generally unbalanced that game was.
Yeah.
I mean, the first one is barely a game.
I mean,
That's-
we're talking about like the first game. We were just talking about a bug where like
by
Bug had, like, one
2021
attack.
standards, certainly, but I feel like that is a little bit underselling the first generation when it came out. Owen.
I mean,
I mean-
it has like an insane amount of like total breaking, like system
Yeah.
breaking glitches in it, but like,
Yeah,
But that's also
absolutely.
because it's a marvel that game functions, like
yeah.
because of what it is.
And I'm not even worried about like the game breaking systems. Like I don't care. Like it's much more like just the general like imbalance with types and stuff.
Yeah. Well, back in those days, you could solo the Elite Four with a Furret pretty easy because the weird non-split of attack and special attack that like
Yeah.
makes it so it's just good with some stuff, even though it shouldn't be.
Mm-hmm. I mean, don't get me wrong. I have fond memories of that game, but like that game is, I mean, there's a reason that one's the favorite for speedrunning because you can just fucking break it in half.
Which I mean,
But you also
I
have
still
to do
think
like
it's
such
awesome, but-
incredibly specific stuff that you will never encounter in a standard run, right? Like, I don't know. I'm like,
for that kind of stuff, yeah. I mean, it's kind of like Sonic Adventure. Like, I loved the Sonic Adventures, but if you
the
tried,
Sonic's Adventure, please.
if you tried, you could explode the game. But
Yeah,
most of the time, you weren't trying.
Right. All you had to do in Red was catch a missing O, and then everything fell apart.
I feel like that's a decently big ask, but maybe I just wasn't around, so I don't know how prevalent missing no actually was.
Extremely prevalent.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, it was.
I remember that shit in camp.
Oh, yeah, because everyone wanted to exploit the rare candy glitch,
Yep.
you got to push the truck.
which back in that game made your Pokemon riddle as shit.
Hmm.
Because I think at that point, did it only level up each stat by one rather than
I think
taking these?
I
Yes.
don't remember.
I think that was the
Jesus.
idea.
Who the fuck keeps whacking me all over the place? I must. You know what? I must not have flinch free on this armor. Which
I
is
have,
my own goddamn fault.
for
then.
like, ever since it has gotten to this area, I have simply poked it, so it's not me.
Yeah, they didn't have effort values until Gen 3, so there was no, like, I don't know, there was no way to add on additional
yeah, stat changes.
points or whatever. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm gonna... No, I'm not. He walked slightly away from me, so I'm not gonna. But what if I do?
Is that trap or what?
Wyvern
What
fire
did
to the
you do?
face.
Oh, okay, well, I'm glad that worked out.
Yeah.
Did he turn right around into it, too?
Yep. And then
That's
one of
pretty
you
great.
hit him one more time in the foot and he died.
Nice.
Oh, sweet. I got
have
one of
to-
the Wrath Medullas I need.
I do wonder how people first like heard about that glitch, because like everyone in my like a daycare at school like knew about it,
I know, yeah.
and like obviously the internet wasn't a thing, so
Right, and a strategy guide is absolutely not going to tell you.
infancy.
Honestly, that might have been like the perfect time to like have something spread on the internet. Because that was what, like, when that game came out?
1993?
98 in the
Not 93, Jesus.
no, it was 98 in America.
Yeah, like 98
Yeah.
was like the very early like internet.
So, I mean, that's probably partially why Pokemon was as huge as it was, too.
Yeah.
Because it came out at a time where things could just explode.
Hmm.
I always forget that the first generation is not nearly as old as I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, 93 is like Link to the Past.
Mhm.
You're linked to the
In
past.
this era. No, I'm not.
That's before everyone's
you were.
favorite masterpiece, Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Thought you were gonna say Master Chief.
Yeah, I mean, it is
Before everyone's
it is
favorite
pretty
Master
Chief.
I need to fucking charge this
Like
controller, so I will be
3
back.
years? Halo 1 came out in what, 2001?
Sure.
No. I don't think so, because the Xbox was maybe not even out in 2001.
I mean, but the GameCube was.
The GameCube came out in 2003, didn't it?
Oh.
No?
Melee is from 2001.
Oh.
Here, I'm going to Wikipedia Xbox.
Halo did come out in 2001,
Okay.
which surprises me as well.
It's in. I thought Halo 2 came out in like 2005 or something.
It came out on
Quite a bit
November
later.
15th, 2001. So,
Halo
Oh,
2
right.
came out in
Halo.
2004.
Okay.
We're talking about how
You're not far off.
Halo was obviously a ripoff of Neo Genesis Evangelion.
No.
Yeah, sure.
What? But it is. Fucking watch it.
how?
Look at it, man.
It was a ripoff of The Outer Wilds: Echoes of the Eye.
I agree wholeheartedly. They're both in
Yes,
space.
The Xbox came out in November of 2001.
Need I
Oh wow,
continue?
yeah. So the GameCube and the
I
Xbox
guess-
both hit North America in the same month.
That's it for doing that. Halo's clearly a ripoff of the Bible because of,
Shut the fuck
Halos.
up.
Because Master Chief is actually Jesus.
No, because of Halos. They both have Halos.
Because Great Gatsby is the American dream, is Master Chief is Jesus.
The
Garrett-
green light at the end of the book is the American dream, but also money.
But also Gatsby is Jesus. And also Gatsby is Jesus.
Gatsby
Master
is
Chief
Jesus.
is Jesus.
Mhm.
By rule of equivalency.
Jay Gatsby is Master Chief.
And
Oh,
obviously, the eyes of Dr. T.J. Eckelberg is the Covenant.
yes. And when the woman got run over, it was definitely with a warthog.
Yeah,
They killed Jesus with that.
Ran him over in a
It was
warthog.
with a warthog on what was that giant map that everyone played?
Oh, Blood Gulch.
Yeah.
And then she ran out and got absolutely smashed by a warthog. It was so cool.
Hmm.
And then some random Spartan shot Master Chief with a needler while he was in the pool.
Yeah. With a
Jesus, this is so dank.
And that's where the term Judas comes from.
Oh.
Yeah, that's where we get
Just
it.
Chief.
Judas Chief.
Judas Chief, my favorite band.
Makes sense.